Right. After much agitation, a new song is emanating from southeast Nigeria over Monday's sit-at-home. The Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, has announced that every Monday will now be observed as Economic Empowerment Day in the entire zone. The decision, which follows cancellation of all forms of sit-at-home by Nnamdi Kanu's handwritten letter, is aimed at helping people of the region to mobilize resources to reverse the negative impact caused by the prolonged sit-at-home on the economic, education, and social sector. How would this go? Because for months, now moving to years, it has been, this Monday sit-at-home thing has been very, very effective.
I'm happy for one thing. The people who instituted the sit-at-home policy, they are the ones who have come out now to say, we don't want it again.
Don't sit at home again.
And significantly, in the course of last week, Eze Chukwumekairi, the Eze of Eri Kingdom, Enugu Aguleri, the man who gave me the traditional title of Okulora, led some Igbo men to see Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS custody. Senator Ifeanyi Uba was also among them. And Nnamdi Kanu insisted again that I have cancelled all forms of civil defense. When he said all forms, it means whether on the day that it's been taken to court or on Mondays, no more sit-at-home. If you see this statement that Mapafu, the spokesman of IPOB, issued, he said that continuous civil disobedience by way of sit-at-home has crushed the economy of the Southeast. It was a survey carried out indicated that in 71 Mondays, the Southeast lost about $10 billion.
71 Mondays.
71 Mondays. That is beginning from when they started sit-at-home to the end of 2022.
The year is 52.
You know? So, because they started it in 2021 or so. I think they started it August, July. In July 2021, around that time. And then they stopped it. They stopped the every Monday thing and switched to days when Nnamdi's court. But the cultists and other people, they did not listen. Now you heard what Simon Ek was saying, that the letter from Nnamdi Kanu, and written in Nnamdi Kanu's hand, is fake, because he wants to continue the sit-at-home regime, which many people suspect that they are actually making money from it. Because there are people based abroad who are sending money to say, okay, let's support our people, so that the struggle can go on and all that. But they don't know underneath that there are people actually making money off this thing, making money off the pains of our people. So I'm happy now they are saying, okay, that day should now be Economic Empowerment Day, EED, and then empowerment of people who are also educationally disadvantaged. There are people who can't pay their school fees, that this should be the time when people from the East help those people. So by admitting that what they started has crushed the economy of the Southeast is very significant. And that tells me that they won't, for any reason, go back to it again. What we should be talking about now is the possibility of even the use of dialogue to end Nnamdi Kanu's detention. And of course, that has to come with conditions. If he's willing to renounce the armed struggle against our country, you take up arms against your country, it's a very big offense. If he's ready to renounce it, and we have every reason to believe that at this time it looks serious, then I will not oppose amnesty for him. This is what I've always said. We are not, don't let's hang out here. We speak the truth. We speak our minds. We are not tribalists. We love our country, and we want peace to reign in our country. And that's where I tend.
Do you see this, working? Because they've tried it several times. They've tried all options. The governor of Enugu State has been on this since he was sworn in. And do you see this new measure now?
Now everybody, to use that common phrase, is on the same page, except Simon Ekpa. So, like BQ said, we know what happens in situations like this. You have people funding this process that has led to the destruction of the Southeast, that has led to the depletion of even the population. The one is Indigo did put the number of people who have died of recent during this sit-at-home, killed, not died, killed, at close to about 300 in the last 1 year. I would say that's official. But when we begin to add those that they killed in other places to it, like those shots in INEC offices, or trying to register people, or trying to release their voters' card, I'm not sure in the last 1-2 years we are going to have less than 1,000 who have been killed in this process. It doesn't make sense. And for somebody who has a life in Finland, who is not stopped from going out on any day of the week he chooses, at any hour he decides, to be imposing sit-at-home here back in Nigeria, I think that is crazy. And those people in the Southeast should be able to sit down and think through it. First step, like BQ said, if Nnamdi Kanu has committed himself in writing, and with his own handwriting to this, then it's better. It is now time that what the former federal minister was talking about, who is late now, sitting down with Nnamdi Kanu. Basulika, yes. It's now time to do that. We should be able to say, okay, where do we go from here? Do we have your commitment? And ensure, now that the military is under very tight command, that nobody goes aimlessly shooting again in his father's compound or killing anybody.
Yes.
We should be able to know that we are practicing democracy. People have a right to protest. What they don't have a right to do is violent protest. And these people should be allowed to express themselves. In the Southwest, we had, at a time when government was raging against the Odua People's Congress. Now that has stopped, because that agitation has been taken over by virtually the entire Southwest. Let's go, let's practice true federalism. There's no harm asking for that, because we have seen that what we are practicing now is not taking us anywhere. So if we sit with Nnamdi, if they sit with Nnamdi Kanu and say, see, let's move forward like he has agreed, then it is time to let the man be. Let him go, talk to his people physically, and let's see if at that point, Simon Ekpa will order for his healing, or will say, no, that is a fake Nnamdi Kanu that has been released.
This will even show to us who released him.
Who is really in charge?
Because he appears to think that... yes.
There's no going back on anything.
He said he will only listen if he sees Nnamdi Kanu.
In Finland.
Eyeball to eyeball.
In Finland.
How can that?
So they will now bring Nnamdi Kanu to you in Finland.
Saying he should come and sit with you. I mean, this is borderline insanity, honestly.
The man doesn't understand what is going on, and he claims to be a lawyer.
All right. The coup in Niger Republic presents a precarious